Welcome to Divorce Planners, where we are going to take you state by state and help you understand the self-help in your state to begin the process of getting your own divorce finalized. I have 20 years experience within the family court industry, so this channel will also be educating the American people on the dynamics of that industry. Now, clearly, if you are looking to file your own divorce, you do not want to hire a professional that profits off of the hardship of your family using laws and statutes and rules that are created by them down at your local bar association. So on this channel, we are not attorneys and we do not give legal advice. We are here to guide people in the self-help process that your state provides to you in order to get a divorce. So let's get right to it. All right, welcome to Georgia courts, where we're going to walk you through e-filing your divorce if Georgia allows. We're going to click on the state court website. Some states like you to go to the county, and some you can just get them right at the state. You're looking for the most current documents. They do update these frequently. So we're going to see what the court services are. Find a court, pro se litigants, child support services, pro se litigants, rental assistance, eviction, your rights in marriage or other relationships with children. So that looks like that's where we're going to start to see if we can do your own divorce. Okay, so that's where we're going to go for Georgia. Okay, so now that we're in the family tab, we're going to click on divorce. Under the divorce tab, what can end a marriage? You are going to want to read this. Every state is different. Some are no fault and some are not. So you're going to need to read this and understand what is happening, what's allowing you to end your marriage, what happens if I get a complaint for divorce. So this would be if somebody sent you divorce papers, this is what you need to do next. And then what I need to know about filing my divorce. You're going to want to look at the resources that have been given to you by the county. This is going to help you be more efficient when you are DIYing your own divorce. And it's also going to help the court with time. You want to respect the court, especially if you're doing a DIY divorce. It's just the best thing you can do to move forward. So here are your forms and tools. These are your divorce forms. You're only looking at this. We're not looking at getting involved in family law and the legalities within family law. Most family law is written by the divorce industry through the bar association, and it's complicated, and it's made complicated for a reason, and there's a huge profit margin. So in your divorce process and while you're trying to figure out getting paperwork complete and in an agreement, you need to keep in mind that either way, whether you get the divorce or don't get, whether you get the divorce lawyer or you don't get the divorce lawyer, there's going to need to be a level of give and take. Something I always tell people is you can spend 10 to 20,000 fighting over 10,000. Now, nobody gets the 10 because it's been paid to the lawyers through them practicing law in your divorce. So that's kind of like my insight take on that. All right, back on. Here we go. Instructions for completing a divorce without minor children. Divorce with minor children. So these are your instructions. This is not. This is your complaint form. So hopefully they do give you instructions. So you're going to need to complete this form in its entirety. There is here, if you need to restore your maiden name or a previous name, you can ask the court for that. If you do not do it at this time, you'll have to go through a different process to have that done in the future. Just an FYI. And then grounds for divorce. And here are the grounds for divorce in Georgia. Our marriage is irretrievably broken. There you have it. And then here's cruel treatment. It looks like they have options for adultery and different things. So Georgia has a little bit more options and reasons to bring a divorce to the court. So these documents are usually just come in and start typing the information to complete. You want to complete everything. Every document. So, unless, of course, obviously, if the defendant does not live, if they live outside the county. If they don't, you want to get an NA everywhere you can as well. It just makes it easier for the judge to look at everything. All right, so we're going to move over to instructions and complaints. Here is divorce form checklist with children. And there is the complaint form you would start. And you're just going to fill everything in. You can see the person bringing the action, and this is the person responding to the action. And this is how you would answer a counterclaim. I'm trying to find where they have instructions if you have children. So let's just look into this instruction sheet here. So they only are providing instructions without. So my suggestion then would be to go in here and just start doing, if you have children, do the forms for the minor children involved in the action. Get them complete and read the other information that is available on the website for you to get this handled. And then you would go and file within your county. They also have a video section. It's important that people look at the video sections because a lot of times a state will have their parenting class or whatever they are requiring with that piece. They'll have a video. Sometimes you have to go to an actual class. Now here is help for domestic violence victims. So there's some information here that could be more significant to your case. Here is domestic violence that would help you in a domestic violence situation, and hopefully they are guiding you out of that appropriately in their resources. So there's Georgia, getting you started on your own DIY divorce. What I would suggest is going through the forms. If you have legal questions, write them down. Maybe schedule a consult with a lawyer and get those questions answered. Decide what's the best way for you moving forward. But in a nutshell, there's Georgia.